Gotta excuse the noise. I'm over here by pretty close by the highway. But let's talk Knicks and Pistons. Look, for everybody out there that's complaining about calls, that just means you haven't watched the regular season. This is the playoffs. Everything's earned and nothing's given. Detroit Pistons, they had their shot. It was right there for them. But you got to give it up for the gritty New York Knicks. They made the necessary stops, and that guy, Charles Bronson. Oh, man. Charles Bronson came in with his Colt 45 at night in Detroit and put a death wish on the Detroit Pistons. And it's funny, I'm going to go back because a lot of people look at that Luka Doncic trade and they say, what are the Mavericks doing? But we're going to go back further than that. Do y'all remember what Jalen, Charles Brunson, came from? The Mavericks had him, and they let him go. Imagine that. So these Dallas Mavericks, if they don't do nothing in the next 2 years, not only the Luka trade, but they allow Charles Brunson to get away. They turned down to sign this guy. What was it? 4 year, $55 million that they didn't want to pay Charles Bronson when he was with the Mavericks and let him go to the Knicks. Now, to their credit, nobody knew Jalen Charles Brunson. We don't call him Charles Brunson. And for the young guys out there, if you don't know who Charles Brunson is, he's equivalent to y'all's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Y'all Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. The way y'all feel about The Rock and Stone Cold, that's how you need to look at Charles Bronson. He was that man. And he took down the Knicks tonight with a death wish. And they're advancing. But Detroit, man, some years coming up, possibly next year, 2 years, they'll go a little deeper. And they're kind of just like the Knicks. They mirror each other. It's just the Knicks, they've been down so long and they got more experience for its playoff experience. They got the best player in that series. So it'd have been devastating if Detroit was to win this series. All the pressure's on New York. That's no surprise there. But Detroit, don't hang your head. Y'all got plenty more years to come. But y'all going to make the playoffs every season and y'all going to be right there in the grind trying to compete for a championship. Young squad. Hope they keep Bickerstaff over there. He's a good coach for that young squad. But I cannot wait to see this matchup with the Knicks and the Celtics. That's an old school rivalry right there as well. Do the Knicks have a shot at beating the Boston Celtics? I think they match up pretty well with them. They got a lot of defenders. Anunoby, and they got Bridges that can D up pretty well, which of course they'll be matching up with Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, and so forth. And then you got Charles Brunson running around making things happen. And we know how deep the Celtics are. They 10 men deep. So it's going to be a matchup. Of course, at the end, you expect Boston to win that series. But I think New York can, batter them up a little bit. Make a series out of it and not get swept. I don't see them getting swept. Hey, if Orlando can press them a little bit, the Knicks will have a shot. They'll have a chance. But I'm going with the Celtics in that series. I think they will pull it out. Playoff time is winding down, for sure. So Pacers and Cavs. I think a lot of people think those Cavs are going to run all over those Indiana Pacers. I don't think that will be a sweep. I think they're going to play harder and challenge them more and better than what people think. I see that series going 6 or 7. I'm gonna give that series 6 or 7. I think Indiana is gonna play well, but the scoring ability and the big men of the Cavs, I think eventually is gonna be too much. They do have Turner in there for Indiana. They don't. They got bigs, but they don't have the bigs like the Cavs have, and that can be a problem. But they both like to play defense. It's gonna be grimy. I expect that. So I give them a semi-fighting chance. Semi-fighting chance. But Donovan Mitchell, Garland, they're gonna hold and they're gonna reign true in the end. You can't beat that scoring. That's elite scoring. No matter what kind of defense you have, that's elite scoring coming down the stretch. And then you got the big man to screen and the rebound and the block shots. So it's gonna be tough for them. But yes, playoff basketball. James Harden right now is cooking, but I'm looking for another game 7. The Houston Rockets. Outstanding victory. Coming back home, handling your business with your backs against the wall. I knew you could grab that one. That was a no-brainer. I felt like this team could rise to the occasion at home, but not blow them out like they did, but I knew they could pull it out. But that blowout win was, oh man, it was sweet. It was sweet. They're going back to San Francisco. They're going to need another good start just like that. Golden State is woken up right now. You're going to get their best shot. They have no choice. They do not want to come back to Houston in a game 7. We know this. Steve Kerr pulled the plug early, rested them. As you see, the players were talking on the bench. They already informed us that, hey, they pushed on the next game. They're thinking about game 6. And game 6 it will be tomorrow night. The only game on, matter of fact. So all eyes will be glued. Amen Thompson. Matter of fact, for Detroit, Asura Thompson. I mean, these guys almost mirror each other on that defensive side of the ball, don't they? But you know, we're going to give Amen Thompson that edge, though. He got that good slight edge over Asar for his defense and scoring ability, handling the ball, going off the dribble. But both of these brothers are elite defensive players, except for that last play. Charles Brunson hit him with that Michael Jordan in Utah game winner with that long stretched out crossover and then pulled out his Colt 45 and boom, Charles Bronson, death wish. I tell you, man, death wish. That Charles Bronson is something else, man. Who would have thought his career would be mapped out like? Can you believe this? A guy that was really a role player at the beginning of his career, just trying to make his way. This guy is clutch player of the year. Not only that, he's paving his way now. Can you imagine that? Charles Brunson is marking his path right now when he hangs it up to be a Hall of Famer. It's a bad man. It's a bad man. That's why I say it's going to be a good series with the Boston Celtics. When you got that guy like that in the crunch time, make plays and score for his team, just like a Jason Tatum, you got it. So tomorrow I'm looking for these Rockets to push the envelope. Push the envelope. Let's go to game 7. Let's rewrite this clutch city all over again. See what they do. James Harden. Remember the guy I criticized a lot. And the only reason I criticized James Harden in the past and leading up until now, until he prove it in advance and fight for a championship, is because I knew how great he was. Not playing to his potential when it mattered in the playoffs. Great regular season guy. We talk about it all the time. But it's playoff time, and he is producing like he's supposed to produce. He's leading his team with another great player on the team in Kawhi Leonard. But he's standing out. Running that offense, spreading it around, getting downhill, hitting his step back three. He got it rolling right now. He's got it rolling. And Rockets, good luck. Good luck tomorrow. Let's go ahead and handle up. G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Thanks for y'all time. Playoff time. And we out of here. Peace.